Hello, everyone. I need to get a quick rant out of my way. I tested the audio earlier, so hopefully my box fan in the background shouldn't be interfering with the sound all that much. I will go ahead and say spoilers if you have not watched the latest episode of Fairy Tail or the latest season of Fairy Tail. Well, the final season of Fairy Tail. I'll give you a spoiler-free rant, and then I'll get into some actual spoilers because oh boy, did this latest episode piss me off. I acknowledge that Fairy Tail is not a good show. It's a guilty pleasure at best for me. Like if you all enjoy it, if anybody enjoys it, more power to you. I am not trying to take anything away from anybody that enjoys this show. I'm not trying to take away anything from you. If you hate the show, then I don't understand why you'd be watching this unless you're just here to be like, oh yeah, I've been justified in my opinion about a show or whatever. I don't know. So the spoiler-free tidbit I'll go ahead and get into because I don't want to make this video too terribly long. I just want to make it a quick rant. Is the latest episode 210, called "Pleasure and Pain." Oh boy. Wow. So to start with, one character manages to overpower two other characters who are literally at their maximum level, and they're kind of portrayed as the two strongest characters. But they manage to convince the two of them to not do the thing, to not fight each other, because power of feelings and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, well that's typical fairy tale cheese, so it's whatever. And then a villain rolls around and unleashes his power. And at first, I was a little confused as to what the hell he was doing. But then I saw the typical, the blush marks that appear on the cheeks of characters that are, embarrassed because of either they're in a promiscuous position, they're stripped naked, or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's fairy tale. Like, they love stripping Lucy naked because reasons. And that made me, go, what's going on here? And then it started happening to other characters, and then it set in, and I was like, you have got to be. I actually had to pause the episode, go outside, take a walk, catch my breath, come back, watch the episode again. Once they confirmed that I was right, I had to again take. I didn't actually go outside this time. I just had to take a couple steps around my apartment and just be like, "What the fuck am I watching? What in the fuck is this garbage?" And so to caveat this whole fucking thing is that this dude's power is the ability to rape people by just at any point in time. Just all he has to do is do his little hand symbols or whatever, and be like, "Oh, my power is the power of pleasure. I can make a woman or a man feel pleasure." Blah blah blah. It's just like, huh? What? What the fuck? Oh my god, I was so pissed off. As soon as he announced what his power was, I was like, "Oh, this dude's power is the literal ability to rape people." Just are you what the what the fuck? What was this stupid author thinking? This manga writer, I forgot the dude's name. What the fucking shit was he thinking? What made him think this was a good fucking idea? I don't mean to sound and it's not like I'm trying to sound like a feminist, because I'm actually angry because male characters were pretty much included. It's anybody that has not had sex at least once was affected. If you've had sex once, boom, his spell affects you. I was just like, what the this cross Fairy Tail has had its issues with the fan service and the nudity, or the quasi semi nudity shit, where you don't get to see the nipples, you don't get to see the vaginas or the bums, but you get to see almost all of it. But this dude's power is still literally just fucking Christ. This is so bad. This season to me wasn't doing much for me. It wasn't doing much for me from the get go. I was just like, this season kind of sucks ass. But after this episode, I'm like, yeah, there's no coming back from this. This season is trash. Fuck this season. I will watch the last 18 episodes because I've stuck around with this show for so long. I will watch the final 18 episodes, but I can't say I'm going into it with a positive mindset because this episode pissed me off. This episode infuriated me. This was bad. This was fucking horrible. Actually, I don't really need to get into a spoiler attack right now that I think about it because I've gotten all my thoughts out. But yeah, just fuck this episode. Episode 310, Pleasure and Pain, or whatever the fuck it's called. Worst fairy tale episode I've ever watched. Worst anime episode I've ever watched. This episode was trash. This season has become trash because of this episode. This episode was this caused some damage that I don't think this show will ever recover from, and it's a good thing it happened on the final season because if they had a season after this, I would not fucking watch it. I would not watch it because this was insultingly stupid. This was insultingly bad, and this was in poor fucking taste. I don't know what the fuck not the animators. I can't fault the animators for this. I mean, they were paid to animate what's going on in the story. What the fuck was this writer thinking? Like this, I mean, this arc has been fucking shit to begin with. Like the Spriggan 12, they're a joke compared to like Tartaros to Grimoire Heart. They're a joke. They suck. I mean, Irene's okay. August is okay. Lacard or Lassard or whatever the fuck his name is. I hate this character, not because he's meant to be hated. I just hate him. He is a vile piece of shit. Like, and also the conclusion, because I know who August is, because they already revealed it, and they made this like confusing like tagline at the end of the latest episode. It's like, no, they're referring to August. This final season's crap. If you want to watch Fairy Tail, watch all the way up to the Tartaros arc and then drop it because everything after the Tartaros arc is garbage. It's trash. And this is coming from a guy who was able to forgive a lot of the anime filler arcs that they've done, like, the Eclipse Celestial Spirit arc. No, that's fucking trash. That's trash regardless. The Celestial, the Starry Key arc, however, not a bad arc. It wasn't half bad. It was okay. A little redundant because it was kind of a rehash of a previous arc, but for the most part, it was okay. But this episode has done some irreparable damage. Just, I hate this season. I fucking hate this season. I can honestly say that I currently right now hate Fairy Tail. This is crap. This is garbage. Never again. I will probably never rewatch this series because of this episode. Or at least I won't rewatch this season because of this episode because actually there's a couple episodes where it's been like rapey. Like there's a blonde character, I forget her name, but like her and Wendy and I believe her name is Shelia had a fight. And she was the blonde chick was a little suggestive towards, the underage girls being Wendy and Shelia. And also this happened back when Cosmo was the thing back in the tournament arc. What the fuck's it called? The Grand Magic Games arc, yeah. Like Cosmo was a little suggestive on that. And then you have this chick do the same thing. And actually she's a little suggestive towards another character. Starts with a U. I forget her name. The green-haired chick. I forget her fucking name. But anyways, like, there's just a lot of shit in this arc that's just been, like, in bad taste. Just, it's been boring. It's been bad. And when it tries to be serious, it's like, it's more of the fucking same. Like, yeah, they tried to tease that a certain main character died a couple episodes ago. I'm like, they're going to come back. Like, they'll be back in, like, a couple episodes or whatever because one character changed the reality of the entire fucking scenery, and then once they die, then or either they die or they reverse the spell or the spell gets reversed, that character will be back to normal because it fucking happened already with another character because a certain villain did a thing, caused the character to quote unquote die, but they came back because certain events happened, and it's just fuck this season and fuck Fairy Tail. It's a garbage fucking show. It is a garbage fucking story. Just fuck it. Once you get to the Tartaros arc, just drop that shit. Just treat Tartaros as the series finale because that's where the series should have ended anyways because that arc was god fucking good. I love the Tartaros arc. But everything after has just been hot fucking garbage. Trash. Nothing but trash. Just fuck these stupid angles, fuck this stupid arc, and fuck this season finale. This season, yeah, bleh, can't speak English. Fuck this series finale. That's all I have to say. Fuck this show. This show is trash. This season, trash. This finale, trash.